Okay. Thank you. All right, guys. Thank you. Thanks for joining us. So quick, but quick one. We were just driving through along the thought. We thought to just bring you a brief video. To update you about active work that's ongoing. So it relates to the construction of the two overpass bridges here along the Tubman Boulevard, precisely in the Congo Town area. So as you all may be aware, I think few months, in fact, just this month, of course, last month, in fact, September 2nd, precisely if I can remember, the government of Liberia and China broke ground for the construction of these two overpass bridges here along this Tubman Boulevard, precisely. So since they broke ground for it, effective work started right away. So as we speak currently now, there is some very active work ongoing here because the bridge will also start around the SD Cooper Road area, fly over Boulevard Junction, and then stop somewhere at the Ministerial of Health where we're standing currently, and then also eventually towards the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf Ministerial Complex. So there are two places where active work is currently ongoing right now, where we are, and then of course right at the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf Ministerial Complex, somewhere right where they have Spoon FM, somewhere around there. So we'll just briefly show you what's happening here currently, and then we're going to go to the Spoon FM area, the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf Ministerial Complex area, and also show you the work that's ongoing. Not much, but I think active works have already started. The machines are digging, and we just wanted to show you. So let's go there quickly. You can start looking at it, in fact, from here. As you can see, the engineers are already out there. I see the Chinese engineer, they're supervising the other guys who are working. Looks like they're digging what looks like a huge pit. Come to think of it, bridges usually do have giant size payloads, especially for a project of this nature. So from what I'm looking at, they are doing some digging. And you must have seen some pictures lately on social media, for those of you who are always online, of this particular location. Precisely, this is Boulevard. They've barricaded the place. If you see the fence there, they barricaded the place on the road, and so just so they can obstruct the traffic. Yes, so but vehicles are passing freely, but at the same time, the guys are doing their work here, right here at Boulevard Junction. So if you notice, you're seeing the machines digging. The guys are doing. How you do, guys? Thanks for the work. So as you can see, the guys are doing some great work there, marking the spot, and at the same time, the machine is digging out these giant-sized rocks. But this is just a quick one. We just wanted to show you, as to what's happening, just so you see. Especially for those who have been having doubts about this project. It's actually happening, as you can see. The guys are digging, they're working effectively. And come to think of it, this is going to be almost every day. In fact, sometimes they do work at night. The engineers do work at night, so you never know. But now that this project have already kick-started, we'll try our possible best most times to bring you up to speed as the project continues. So if you notice, they've already started cracking out the old road, the road itself. They've started cracking it piece by piece, space for this side. Now, this project will also...
You mind talking about the funding?
Sure, we'll talk about the funding also. In fact, speaking of funding, the project will also contain some additional ramps. So probably what's going on now might be, preparation towards that. Come to think of it, the bridge will fly over the actual road itself, but there's going to be some roads on the side, for other alternative routes also. So probably that's what's going on currently. But since we don't have an engineer here to give us updates, so we can see that. But we just wanted to show you guys what's happening currently. Just active work is ongoing here on the spot.
Okay, folks, so if you just joined us, we'd like to say welcome. My name is Yasa Suba, and I'm here with my colleague Anthony Williams and Ayesen Yeba. So
Yasa will just give us some overview of this project while we're here. For those who do not know, just give us a little overview. Speaking of funding, contractors or
definitely. So talking about the fundings, let us bring you up to speed about this project. It's being sponsored by the government of the People Republic of China in agreement with the Chinese government under China Aid or a grant. The contractor involved, they are the China Road and Bridge Corporation, CRBC. They will be carrying out construction in earlier mentioned. But however, folks, if you just joined us, we'd like to say we are right here around the Boulevard junction, where the project involved the constructions of two bridges, overhead bridges, along the Tubman Boulevard in Monrovia, particularly in the Congo Town area. So I think this will be a great one for us as Liberians, because this overhead bridge going to help to reduce traffic, and help reduce traffic along the road. If you're going to a particular area and there is a huge traffic here, I think it will be a good one for us. We have ambulances that normally when people are taken to the various, hospitals, get stuck in traffic. So it will be a good one for even the drivers, people that are pedestrians, to shorten, the route to go to the various locations. So, it is a good one for Liberians. So, folks, kindly leave your concern in the comment section. But this is where we are now. We are right around the Boulevard junction, opposite the Ministry of Health, bringing you this live coverage. So if you just joined us, we'd like to say thank you so kindly. Kindly stick and stay with us as we bring you full details of what's happening here, opposite the Ministry of Health. So folks, let us show you what's happening here.
Sure. So we just wanted to give another view from this angle. If you know the famous Jones Christian Academy, right before the Jones Christian Academy, that's where we are currently. And come to think of it, the fence for these buildings that you see here were somewhere around where we are, somewhere closer to the road. But if you notice, they've all built new fence. They've built a new fence for their structure because the project will come this far, come to think of it. So that's one reason why they've pushed them behind a little bit. And then other structure, construction project, the Ministerial Public Works and the Government of Liberia, they rough payment. They had to, pay for people who had their structures in their way. Yeah, definitely.
But I think, Anthony, is also a good one for us as Liberians because, there are a lot of times we have people leaving from their homes to go to town, to go to their workplaces, and sometimes you notice that there is a huge traffic along the road. So for the fact that, the government, otherwise, the People Republic of China also in partnership to build this overhead bridge, it's a cool one for us as Liberians.
Obviously, that's a major reason because if you look at the project design and specifics, in the overview, you will notice that one of the main reasons is to help to decongest, to traffic around these specific locations, the Boulevard Junction area, the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf Ministerial Complex area, and then the ELWA Junction, obviously, especially now that ELWA Junction has a roundabout. And then once you leave the bridge, you just drive a few meters and then you make your rounds and head to wherever you're going. It will obviously help to decongest traffic once it's done. I can guarantee you. I'm not the engineer necessarily, but from what I see, those flying the roads will have other alternatives. In fact, as part of the project design, the Congo Town Back Road is also expected to be worked on. So, come to think of it, once Congo Town Back Road can be worked on, enlarged, there's going to obviously be a free flow of traffic. Yes, I also, as per the project design, SKD Stadium itself should have some intervention to help, decongest traffic. I think basically should be a crossing point or something might be erected over there, or another design of the road might be, as part of the contract. Now, and also, if we're speaking of, now that we're seeing active work, but come to think of it, when real work starts, I know work have already started, but when it gets to a point where, roads will be blocked and all of that, the Ministry of Public Works have identified 2 places, and I might not get the actual name of these roads, but if you know, the area called Paco Island in Congo Town, is somewhere right behind former President Taylor's house. So there's a road that leads to the old road within that neighborhood. Once you drive into Paco Island, the road goes straight to the old road. I've been informed that the Ministry of Public Works have started marking houses that are along that particular road because they want to use another one somewhere around the Ministerial complex that leads to the old road also. The Ministry of Public Works have identified that one also to be used as a detour. So obviously, because once the work gets to a certain extent here, there's going to be, it's going to be difficult to apply this particular route. So obviously, that's the, so something the Ministry of Public Works decided to do to help maybe ease the traffic or to create, a free flow of movement. Of course, the Japan freeway is there, though it's quite, a longer option, but obviously, I can guarantee you it will be an alternative for those who will be going to town as work here continues. But let's show you maybe a few more times, then we can go to the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf Ministerial complex where there's also active work ongoing. They've barricaded that particular place too, just like they've done with this one. Yes, sure. So, just so you can have a glimpse, they're cracking these rocks, digging. Yeah, come to think of it, it's quite a rocky area. So, there's going to be some serious work that's going to be done here. In this project, in the way, especially for those who are following, those in the comment section, the conversation about who should take credit and what have you, how we Liberians, talk about giving credit to people for projects and all of that. Credit is due. Credit is needed where it's due, respectfully. But again, this has been a result of progress being made by several governments over the years. So credit can go across the board, obviously. But you can thank the current government for the kind of effort they've made, because obviously they've made some push, to ensure that grounds could be broken for this project. Chinese Ambassador Yin Chin-Wu and President Boakai, September 2nd precisely did break ground for this project.
And besides, Anthony, this project, come to think of it, is going to benefit us as Liberians. So, it's something that we all should be grateful for.
Yeah, I think Liberians are grateful for this, obviously. I don't think there's anyone anywhere who doesn't like development. We all do, So yes, you're right. Obviously, it's going to benefit us. One thing I also wanted to talk about, it has been, concerted efforts being made by several governments over the years. Still do remember there was this diplomatic scuffle about Liberia voting against China, something. But the Chinese ambassador the other time made it clear to a reporter of Africa Camara that the project wasn't stalled because of Liberia's decision, at the diplomatic front. But again, how these things work. So, but one can say thanks to, the current Minister of Public Works and his team, for pushing for China to take keen interest in starting this project. So we'd like to say thanks for watching. We'll just walk on that other end and show you, and then we can make our way to the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf Ministerial complex, so we can show you the other portion where there is also active works ongoing. Yes, but thanks for watching. Leave your comments. That's a Liberian. Maybe we should just read some comments for those of you who are watching. 124 of you are on here watching this video, and we'd like to say thanks to you for joining and leaving your concerns. So let's see the few comments that are visible. Let's see if we can read them. Someone says they're watching us. This is Abu Pohomu, provider Abdullah, is it? Yes, Abdullah Abu Pohomu. Forgive me if I got it wrong, but he says we're watching you. I'm watching you from my comfortable zone, Blacktom Town, Lower Carisburg District. Yes, District number 1. And then Evelyn Davis says congratulations. Satanapoli says thanks for the update, LNTV staff. You're welcome. And then Moses Kelomo says congratulations. I'm following you guys from Salala, Bond County. I always say they're in Bond County. And then also Joseph Jutumu Davis. That sounds familiar. Joseph Jutumu Davis says, "But Bwagala baby." You know the famous term, man. Yeah. That's an interesting one. Evelyn Davis is surprised. She said, "Whoa, nice one." And then Radio Joy Africa. Oh, guys, Radio Joy Africa TV is also following us. Yes, these guys usually do follow our work, and thank you there. Thanks to the guys there at Radio Joy Africa TV. Thanks always for following, and thanks always for sharing our work. We really do appreciate. Evelyn Davis said, "Long live our leaders." Evelyn is actually active on here. She's got up to 3 comments already. Thanks so much for leaving your concern, Evelyn. Mike Bounce, nice name, man. I've not heard that someone's last name is Bounce, but that's a nice one. Okay, no, he's right. Yes, I've heard it. He's following us from Banga, Bon County. He says JMB strong. Thank you, Mark. No, he said Make, M-A-K-E. No, I think the person's name is hilarious. Make Bounce. Quite interesting. Robert K. Zizi says congratulations. Yeah, probably some kind of nickname. Robert Zizi says congratulations in advance. Lamin King says thank you guys for your hard work. Habaku too is watching us from Zwedru. Yes, thanks for watching us from Zwedru, Habaku. And then especially for those the other day, the Ministry of Public Works made it clear that they have kickstarted their autopause road construction activities. This means roads in the southeast, in the Zwedru in, the River says in, where they have active projects. There's going to be active work ongoing in those places now as we speak. So thank you guys for following us. Thanks for watching and thanks for leaving your comments. We'll go to the next area just to show you similar work is ongoing there, but we'll just go there and show you quickly and then we can call it quick. But thanks for following. This is active work ongoing here at the Boulevard Junction on the construction of the 2 overpass bridges that are being undertaken by China. My colleague Yasai and I will go to the next location. Thanks for watching. Alright guys, so welcome back to our video. Just a few minutes ago we were at the Boulevard Junction, but currently we're now here somewhere around the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf Ministerial Complex. In fact, if you look close, behind us is the former Unity Party headquarters. So this is another place where active work is ongoing for the construction of the 2 overpasses. So we just wanted to show you. So we just want to show you the second area. The previous area we were at Boulevard Junction. The guys were doing some digging, you know, but currently there is some serious work ongoing here, and we just want to show you my colleague Yasai and I. So let's just walk there quickly. But if you look there, you'll notice for yourselves that the engineers are on ground. They have these yellow machines here, trucks, and then they're plaiting these giant size steels right ahead of us there. And then also they've barricaded this place also from the road. So if you have, used this particular location, this is one area that it's kind of have had several accidents, within this particular location. Most times when you're driving, sometimes early in the morning, in the hole, something of that nature. So I believe with the construction of this project, especially with the way the design looks, it will obviously prevent circumstances like that from recurring. Sure. So but again, let's show you the work that's ongoing, folks. A giant size compactor right here, right before us here, and also we see the engineers there. They've docked this place already, and they've there's some caching somewhere here on the floor, but basically this is actually meant to enable them plat this giant size steel. Obviously this could be probably the base for a foundation. I'm not an engineer, and then also unfortunately we cannot speak to any of the engineers here according to them, because those coupled with the requisite authority to speak to us aren't available now as we speak. So but the guys are doing some great job. How you do, guys? How you doing? Thanks for the job. Great job. So yes. Oh, how are you, my man? I've seen someone I know. But guys, that's it. There you have it. The guys are doing quite a great job here. See the size of the steel, the thickness. This is really, really strong. And then they're joining it. Speaking of seeing someone I know, obviously projects like they do provide job opportunity for people. So if you notice, these are all young Liberians who now have jobs by working here on this site, and so that means a lot. Will contribute greatly. And we also do have the Chinese engineers here who are supervising this project. Ni hao. Thank you. He says, yeah. There's also an interpreter right by them there. We spoke to him, not speaking to anyone, because we don't have the engineers who have the requisite authority to talk to us. So, but basically, we just want to show you that there is some active. How you doing, my man? How the job? All right, thank you. Great job. So yes, basically, still plaiting steels. So if you notice, we have like up to. Yeah, 1 second, please. Just focus. So if you notice, these pavements, we have up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 of them, and they're using them to lay the steel on the floor and plat the steel actually. So I mean, basically that's what's going on. So what we got going on right now, the guys are just basically platting steel, and then I show you. The work that's ongoing. I mean, come to think of it, these crossover bridges do contain giant size pillows. So with the kind of steel you're looking at, it's obvious that they actually plaiting the steel, for the basement of the pillows and you name the rest. So once that is done, and then they'll be moving on to, the other steps of the process. Unfortunately, we don't have an engineer here who could talk to us to give us more or additional details. Now, where we are currently is, if you look closely there, right across there, that's the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf Ministerial Complex. And so this means the bridge will obviously come this way and then cross or, fly right before the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf Ministerial Complex and go as far as the Musu Spot End. That's how far it's going to go. So, but I mean, this is great work. This tells you that the project is actually alive, where the guys actively digging. You saw the machine there, and then we're here again at another location where the guys are plaiting this steel. So yes, thanks for watching and thanks for following us. And also, you can leave your comments in the comment section. My colleague Yasa might appreciate those of you who are watching, and I probably read out your comments. But what are your concerns? Also, if you have any concerns, you can leave them in the comment section. We just wanted to show you the work that's ongoing, just to show you. You probably might have seen several videos online already, or have seen pictures. I think we posted pictures of this place just the other day on LNTV. So, but let Yasa recognize some of you who are watching already. Thanks for watching that.
Thank you so much, Anthony Williams. So folks, let us now go to the comment section for air condition. So John Fowler says, I'm watching live from Minnesota, USA. Anthony Wigan say, following you guys from Sunny Quayle, Nema County. John E. Woodson says, watching you from Kakata, Magibi County. Jonathan M. Sa says, whoa, real government empowered. Even if JMB is in the...
That's not necessary.
Yeah, that's not necessary. So let us now move to the next person who says, following from district number 10, Montserrat County. So that Sa says that. Bobby says, thank you so much. I'm following from Kansas City, Nema County. At least Liberia is moving to a perfect development. And Joseph says, I'm watching you from Saclay. Then it says, following you from Canada. So folks, if you just join us, we'd like to say thanks so kindly for joining us. Kindly leave your concerns in the comment section so that we can highlight it and might be concerns. But kindly just drop your comments below wherever you join us. However you join us, wherever you are, thank you so much. Well, we are still here, right opposite the Ellen Johnson Salive Ministerial Complex, where work is going on actively for one of the overhead bridges here in the Concord Town area. So earlier on, we were opposite the Ministry of Health, and currently we are here opposite the Ellen Johnson Salive Ministerial Complex. So let us now move in front a little bit to show you what's happening here. So folks, yeah, this is where we are. Peter Hammond says, this is why we voted you for, and I'm watching you from Dwason, Magibi County. Andrew says, I'm following you from the office of Gandersville Township Commissioner. Daniel says, good afternoon, folks. I'm watching you from district number 5, Montserrat County. Thanks so kindly for the update and congratulations to you, Mr. President. Voting you was never a mistake. April Mo says, hello, I'm watching you from Soul Clinic Community. Siafa says, I'm watching you from Relay. Park of Red Light.
I thought you won't call it like Railway.
Relay. Relay. Red Light. Yeah. So yeah, folks, we are still here opposite the Ellen Johnson Salive Ministerial Complex, and we are here showcasing all of what that's going on as it relates to the overhead bridge project.
Yeah, another job opportunity for young Liberian engineers, They come to think of it, this is going to be the first of its kind in Liberia. So being amongst those construction engineers to participate in a process of this nature, that's a lot of experience, Yeah. Some of these guys years to come will be saying, we were the ones who, built the first ever overpass bridge in Liberia. Just some smaller one. I know in Maryland, it's not necessarily an overpass bridge, but there's something of that nature in Harper. But it's not like as compared to what's coming on. What's in Harper was just basically because it's built in a way that the heavy-duty vehicles, pass under to go to the port of Cape Palmas, and then the lightweight vehicles will pass on top. But I was built back there in the ages, but it's still functional. But we're talking about a project of this nature is, very huge, and this is actually crucial for Liberia's infrastructure outlook. Apart from the fact that it will help to decongest traffic and do other things, this project will obviously give a facelift to the country's infrastructural outlook, especially within the Congo Town area. Come to think of it, Pinsville is one of those places that's fast developing in terms of infrastructure. And so, this project will also add to that and make Pinsville even more beautiful. Now, everybody want to move to Pinsville now, it's not easy. Yeah, yes. And then if you go to the highway where they're doing the Rabos International highway, roads. A lot of work ongoing there also. So I was talking about the Ministry of Public Works auto post strategy that they've started already. They were basically waiting for the dry season. A lot of projects get stalled because of the rains, but they've now started. In some parts of the country, there are ongoing projects that have been stalled because of the rain, especially in southeastern Liberia. We have in the Lofa area also, there's work ongoing there. The river says to Sino County Road, also should, work will also be taking place in that part of the country. That's a lot. Come to think of it, yes, sir. Liberia can, make strides in economically. Liberia can make strides once these roads are okay, especially for those doing business. You can get to Maryland very soon or take your goods there. Once the country is accessible, the economy will obviously boom because businesses will move to other locations and other parts of the country. Services, access to services, services will be available in other parts of the country. And then decongestion also of the capital. Almost everyone is coming to the capital. But once, the country is accessible, we can go other places and build our houses there. Who says I don't want to go to Tupman over the weekend and come back, and go to Sunset Beach. Not Sunset necessarily, but Tubman Beach, Sun Coast and other beaches. Enjoy myself and come right back. Same case with those in Cestos, River Cess. From Cestos to River Cess, from Cestos to Buchanan, it's just short, an hour long. You can just drive on the road and go and come right back. But once the roads are okay, you can do that in a day, like twice in a day. You can go to Cestos and come back to Buchanan. Same case from Cestos to Sino County, Greenville City. Quite another very beautiful place. And then let's talk about how it will contribute greatly also when it comes to tourism. There are places that have pure tourist attractions, but they are not accessible. So once the roads are okay, I can go to Padawi and come right back. Yes. I can go to Cape Mount now. The other day we were on the road, the Simple Bridge Road area there for demolition. I think they're working on it. Come to think of it, Cape Mount is in that direction. Cape Mount has got lots of tourist attractions. Who said I don't want to go to Bombing to go see the should be the Blue Lake, right? To go see the Blue Lake and other places. So roads are crucial. They will contribute greatly to Liberia's economy once they're worked on. So, guys, we just wanted to show you the work that's ongoing here. It's been quite a minute now since we did the first video. I guess we have up to 2.something K viewers already on that previous video. And then this one also, a lot of you are watching. So, thank you for watching. Keep following us. We just give it a few more views so you have a glimpse. Wow. 4.6K views already, 30 shares, and then bunch of countless comments, up to 80 of them, 240 reactions. That's a lot for those of you who are watching. We'd like to say thank you. Maybe one more time, so I can get you some recognition, and then we show the camera around a little bit, and then we can call this a quick. But we'd like to say thanks for watching. You guys have been tremendously supporting our videos every time we go live, and we really do appreciate, especially for our diaspora followers, those in Minneapolis, in New York, those in New Jersey, whatever part of the world you're following us from, across the continent, Africa. If you're in Kenya, you're in Ghana, you're Liberian, you're in Nigeria, wherever you're watching from, following us. Let Yasa recognize some of you.
Thank you so much, Anthony. Thank you so much, Anthony and William. So, folks, let us now go to the comment section for recognition. So, Aaron Sumo say, bravo, President JMB. Topa says, no business as usual. Aloysius says, my name is Aloysius Bella. I'm joining the live from Red Light Market. I'm excited to see this job begin. It's my prayer that it get completed by special grace of God. Aliyu says, great job. Sao Flomo says, J. Flomo Sao watching from Rogerman City. Jenkins says great job. Kevin Wiase Tengo. Jasper say God bless JMB and JKK. Kindly drop your comments below for recognition, and wherever you joined us from, we'd like to say thank you so much. We have been here bringing you this live broadcast right opposite the Ellen Johnson Salif Ministerial Complex. My name is Yasa Suba, and I'm here with my colleague Anthony Williams and that of Ayezin Yiba.
Bravo, I can't see your TV. Bravo, I saw your TV. I'm telling you that we're going to do the road project. Bravo, I can't look at you live.
Yeah. Ni hao. So, folks, thank you so much for watching us. We just did these 2 quick videos just to show you. We were at the Boulevard Junction a few moments ago, and then we finally here around the Ellen Johnson Salif Ministerial Complex, just to show you that active work is ongoing as it relates to the construction of the 2 overpass bridges that are being built by China here in Liberia. So we will be coming around as we see more progress or as the work continues. So we'd like to say thanks for watching, all of you who followed, and then for those of you who left your points also. Quite incredible points out there, and we appreciate those of you who are always following us. So thank you very much. My name is Anthony Williams, and my colleague is
Yasa Suba.
Bye-bye for now, guys.